right, today we're going to dive into a question that's, well, it's as ancient as it is urgent. It's one of those questions that really gets to the heart of what it means to be human. I mean, that's a huge question, right? You just have to look around, turn on the news, scroll through your phone, and it's so easy to feel completely overwhelmed by all the noise and the conflict. But what if the answer isn't as complicated or as far away as we think?
And this is the core idea we're exploring today. It's a pretty radical shift in thinking, isn't it? The idea that the real transformation of the world doesn't start with some big external movement, but with a quiet personal one happening inside each of us.
So, how does an inner shift like that actually work? How can one person really make a difference? Well, there's this really powerful metaphor that helps us get it. See, this isn't about one single hero coming along to save the world. It's way more powerful than that. It's about the ripple effect, the cumulative impact of many, many individual transformations. It's like a true grassroots movement that literally starts from the inside out. I mean, just think about the simple beauty of that image. An awakened person's influence isn't a zero-sum game. When you share wisdom or you show a little compassion, you don't lose any of your own. No way. You actually multiply it. You create this incredible ripple effect of light. And look, this isn't just a passive philosophical idea. It's a daily practice. It's an active path. It's about consciously turning away from those destructive habits, the things called poisons here, and then intentionally choosing their opposites. It really just boils down to those small, consistent actions in your day. Choosing patience when you feel anger or offering understanding instead of judgment. Now, to really get a handle on this path, we kind of need to understand the philosophical map it's all built on. The inner landscape that honestly we're all navigating, whether we realize it or not. So first up, you've got this concept of samsara. A good way to think of it is like being on a hamster wheel. It's not a physical place, but a state of mind. This endless cycle of chasing after things we want and running away from things we fear. It ultimately just keeps us stuck and, leads to suffering. So what keeps that wheel spinning? Karma. Now, this isn't about fate or some cosmic punishment. It's much more like a natural law, kind of like gravity. Every single intention, every action is a cause that creates an effect. That's the energy that keeps the wheel of samsara turning. Okay, so if samsara is the cycle, nirvana is stepping off the wheel. It's liberation. And this is key. It's not some heaven you go to when you die. It's a state of being you can actually achieve right here, right now. It's this profound peace that comes from putting out the internal fires of greed and hatred and ignorance that were spinning the wheel in the first place. So all of these huge ancient ideas really come down to one single point. This exact moment, right now. The entire path, the whole thing, hinges on our ability to be fully present. By living mindfully right here, we directly shape our karma, and we can actually begin to step off that wheel. Okay, so we've seen the path for the individual. Now let's zoom the camera out a bit. What happens when whole communities, or even a whole society, start to walk this path together? What does a world built on these principles actually look like? Let's just imagine it for a second. If enough people are cultivating inner peace, how does that start to show up in our schools, in our governments, in our businesses, in our day-to-day relationships? Well, we get a pretty clear vision. We're talking about a society where empathy is the default setting, where we live in sync with nature, not against it. Imagine a world where success isn't just measured by personal gain, but by how well we're all doing together, and where developing our inner selves is seen as just as important as building a career. This is a fundamental pivot, a massive one. Right now, so many of our systems are built on individual competition, on me first. A wisdom-based society shifts that focus entirely. It operates from a deep understanding that we are all connected, that what's good for everyone is ultimately what's best for each one of us. So, we've explored the individual path and the collective vision. And now, at the very end of this journey, the focus swings right back to where it all began, with you. This is really the ultimate takeaway. That grand vision of a compassionate, harmonious world, it's not somebody else's job to build it. The foundation is laid with every single mindful breath we take, every kind action, every patient response. It starts with us. And so we end right back where we started, with a question. But this time, it's not a question for the world. It's a question for you.
After seeing the path and the potential and the incredible power of just one person, the only thing left to ask is a personal one. Are you ready?